Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for watching today. Today is Thursday, December 9th already. And today, the topic today is to strive and live above your standards. So, your standards is that benchmark for everything in your life that you want to, not the things that you're hoping for, where you are at now, your standard. That's where you're at. You're at, no matter consciously or unconsciously, wherever you are in your personal life, business life, health, is where you place your standard. Now, let me jump ahead a little bit. Yes, there's things out of our control in our lives. Sometimes we have health issues, we have financial issues, relationship issues that you can't control other people. You can't control certain finance things that happen to you. You can't control your health sometimes. There's things that you can't control. So I'm talking about the things that you can control, the things that you are doing, the standard of the work and the focus and the things that you're going to do to have a certain standard or baseline of things. Like an example, and it's all relative. Everything is relative to everybody. Certain people like, example, financial standards. Everybody's different where your financial standards will be. You see people, you watch these shows, the lifestyles of the rich and famous, and you see, the celebrities, and they're living in these huge mansions and yachts and boats and expensive cars. Do I ever want that standard? No, I don't. The things that I would have to do to get that standard of have a garage full of 20 cars and a mansion and a yacht and all of that, most of us will go, that'd be great. But are we going to do the things that we need to do to have that? No, because I have standards and other things in life that will stop me from getting there. Health wise, when you see those excellent, man, it just those people, and I'm so at awe by the Olympians and those extreme athletes, and they're running marathons and Ironmans and all of those. And you see their standard. Their standard is, you see those people like, I'm not eating that cookie. I'm not. I'm not drinking that beer. I'm not going out with friends at restaurants, because their standard is so high physically and health wise. They won't do the things that some of us enjoy: a glass of wine, a beer, a piece of cake. So the point I'm getting at is that, where's your standard with the things in your life? And if you're not happy with them, you've got to raise the bar. You've got to raise your standards. Move your standards up. If you have relationships, with your friends, your family, your children, your spouse, and your relationship is not where you want it to be, you have to raise your standard with that. And you've got to do the work to raise the standard, putting more time in, doing more communication, doing things together, doing the things that you need. You're going to have to put the work in. If your finances are not where you want them to be with income and expense, you're going to have to do the work to figure out those expenses, to get those expenses down. You're going to have to do the work to increase your income. Now, this is to all the realtors out there. This is to realtors, or only. Well, not only, but this is, I'm specifically talking to you, because there's people out there right now that do not have any opportunity to increase their income. They don't. They work a 9 to 5 job. They might be able to work some overtime, and they're stuck with that. You, as realtors, I have very little empathy, sympathy, so to say, not very little, that you have the ability. There's agents making 100. We have many agents just in our office making 100, 200, $300,000 a year. There's many agents out there that are making well over 6 figures in real estate, and they have the same opportunities you have. So you should, I say this often in my videos, you should be grateful that you have the opportunity to change your income. You have it. Now, where's the standard for that? If you want to sell 30, 40, 50 houses a year by yourself and make $100,000, $200,000 a year, you're going to might have to lower some standards of other things if you want to. Which one do you want? You're like, I like to spend, I use this example. I like to be at home with my family every night at 6 o'clock and go and bring my kids to their soccer practices and spend time, sit on the couch with my spouse and enjoy evenings together every day. What standard you got to give? The standards have got to move. So what standards are that? Just like kind of back to those extreme athletes. I'm not giving up my pasta. I'm not giving up my beers every once in a while. I'm not giving up my dessert when I want to be an extreme athlete. But I, as a real estate broker, you know what I give up? I'm on duty. From the minute I wake up to the moment I go to sleep, I'm on duty 7 days a week, almost 24 hours a day, and that's my standard. I love that. If it's an emergency, if someone needs me, I'm there. My phone is with me 24/7. That's what I do, and I love that. I talk to other brokers, other agents, like, oh my God, don't you shut that off? No. For emergencies, if agents need me, that's my standard, and I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I could be anywhere and do it, but some people do. They're like, I like to shut down. I have a life. I like to shut down. I work my life around my standard of work that brings in the income that I could do the things I want to do and help my children, help my family. So that's things that you can do as a realtor. You've got to figure out where your standard is. And to the realtors, even better about our business is that you can delegate your business. Your job is to find leads, to find buyers and sellers, find people buying a house. You don't have to do it all yourself. So you can manage your business, manage the things you do to raise your bar of income, to raise your success in income. And that's kind of what I'm sticking with right now, is that where is your standard for income? Where is your standard of how much you want to put into your business every day? Where's your standard for prospecting, building your database, following up with it? What's your standard of how many buyers you want at a time, how many listings you want at a time? The reason why it's all possible, and that I keep on drilling this in your head, is it's happening now to agents all over. They're just doing it. So if you're not getting it, you don't have the amount of buyers you want, go get them. They're out there. It's just the time and effort to find them and do them and be organized. You can do it. Doesn't matter what the market is. Been in real estate over 30 years. All different kinds of markets. Guess what? There's always a piece of the pie. No matter how big the pie is, small, big, doesn't matter what the interest rates are, doesn't matter buyer's market, seller's market. In 30 years I've been in real estate, it's always been real estate. There's always been people out there. You just got to find them. And you might have to, what's your standard of geographic area? I know for 1,000% today compared to 30 years ago, agents' geographic area is a lot bigger. Their standard average agents' geographic area is a lot bigger than it used to be 30 years ago. 30 years ago, we didn't go outside of the county. We didn't even go outside of a 3 or 4 city radius, because we just said, I specialize in this city, that city, this city, just right here. I just sell houses right here. But now agents and anybody watching this, like, I'm driving 45 minutes. I'm driving an hour. I'm driving even more. Hour and a half to go show houses or take a listing, or even more. I have agents that live in Columbus and drive to Cleveland and driving to Columbus or Cincinnati because there's a listing or a buyer that's buying a big enough house down there. Their standard is at a certain level. They're like, I don't mind. If I get a good buyer, a good listing, I'm making that time commitment and that standard for them. So hopefully that made a little bit of sense for you. But the bottom line is, wherever you are in your life, personal, professional, spiritual health, if you're not happy with where you're at, and it's not something that's out of 100% out of your control. And I mean, I usually stick with the health thing, because there's people out there, no matter what you do, eat healthy, exercise, do whatever, you have some ailment that is really holding you back. But you got to make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror going, outside of the things that I can't control, am I doing everything that I can control and do to make that better, raise the bar for me, that baseline bar, to improve my life in that area of my life. So think about that today. Hopefully that is something to think about, and remember, use me as a resource. I'm happy to kind of go over this more in detail with you. Just give me a call, text, email me, and I'll set the time aside to help you with whatever you need. So that's it for today. Have a great Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow on Friday. Bye-bye.